My name is Li Hongyu, and I am currently studying in the Northeast University. My major is manufacturing engineering, so it's more about how the manufacturing process is run and how people manage a big firm and to improve its efficiency. I am the kind of person who does not like to study something very in-depth, but I'd rather study a variety of subjects and to explore each and every one of them to find some links between different subjects. I'm still a university undergraduate, but I am taking part-time jobs in teaching kids about English, and I think this is very fulfilling for me because I can practice both my English skills and my teaching skills. This classroom is one of my pride, and this classroom is decorated in a very warm and cozy way because I mainly teach kids with lower age range here, although sometimes I also have high school students. This classroom is carefully decorated by my mom and I, and we tried to use vivid colors in this classroom rather than a lot of other teaching schools are doing. They typically had pale white walls and nothing. We tried to incorporate a very lively feeling into this classroom, so that's why my mom brought a lot of living plants from our house to this classroom, and we water these plants twice a week to keep them fresh. We have all sorts of decorations. There are a lot of ornaments which we brought from the UK when we visited there, and we also have a lot of maps on the walls. So when I teach the students, if I come across a country like the UK or the US or any countries, I can just point out those countries on the maps for them, so they will be able to have an understanding of the Western culture instead of only learning the language. We also chose the desks and the tables of this classroom very carefully, so they can have very cozy feeling, and the design theme of the classroom agrees with the decorations, with the desks and the tables. I have another smaller classroom near here, and that classroom is decorated in a more professional way because I use it for teaching high school students, because the location is very near one of the best high schools in my hometown. We have a lot of one-to-one teaching, and we also have 1 to 3 or 1 to 10. The largest class size is 1 to 20, and my mother usually teaches those kind of classes because she's very experienced. She's a university teacher, so that's why she is very capable of handling large classes. I am still practicing teaching, so I'm starting with the 1-to-1 and 1 to 2. Good afternoon, welcome to today's class. Please turn your page to page 312. Today we're going to learn lesson 69, but not murder. First I'm going to read out the passage for you, and then I'll introduce the new words for you. 我先给你读一遍课文，然后再给你讲单词。And in these classes I can further tailor my what I'm going to teach each class to that particular student I am teaching. So it's I should be a very nice learning experience.
那么我先画一个时间轴啊，这个是时间的以前，这是现在。那么假如说这个是咱们现在在说话的时间，那么这是一个过去的具体的时间。过去的一个具体的时间的时候，我们一般用过去时。比如说我做了什么？Yesterday morning I had my breakfast.
My English kind of school has a name. My mother thought we can call it Bespoke School of English. The word bespoke in English typically means it is very tailor-made, and we actually tailor our curriculum and what we are going to do every class to the group of students we are going to teach. Currently I'm quite satisfied with teaching English. I think it is a very meaningful course, and I can actually influence a lot of students. I want them to regard English as a language rather than a subject. Currently our education system teaches us English like how they teach us math and science subjects. We do a lot of exercises, but we don't practice the language, we don't use the language, we don't speak the language. I want them to regard the language not as a means of communication itself, but also I want them to understand the culture behind the language.